Bak Chor Mee is here. Let's try the noodles first. So we're here at Tai Hwa Coffee Shop, Eating House, Crawford Lane in Lavender. We're gonna try the one Michelin-Starred Bak Chor Mee or Minced Pork Noodles. Really famous, and it's one of the best, if not the best, in Singapore. Visited by Mark Queens before, like 5 years ago. And so I can't wait to try it because I love my Bak Chor Mee. I love my minced pork noodles. So let's go and try it out. So upon entering this coffee shop, I immediately noticed the long queue. There's like a snaking queue outside for that specific stall. It's not just for the people who are dining in, but I see that when they're preparing the food, there's a lot of orders for takeaway. It must be really famous. I mean, it's already famous back then. Most locals would prefer that Teochew style. I think we're gonna queue up for like an hour or two here. Let's see if it's worth it. So just a little information about this Michelin-Starred stall. It's called Hill Street Tai Hwa Pork Noodles. Hill Street because the original location is in Hill Street before. Right now, I think they moved here in Crawford Lane in Lavender. They've been awarded 1 Michelin star and they ranked #1 in top 50 World Street Food Masters list in 2017. One of the famous and one of the best Teochew style Bak Chor Mee in Singapore. Locals really patronize. They've been around since 1932, and yeah, I can't wait to try it. So around 30 minutes of wait, we're almost there. Coming here, it's actually quite near to the North Bridge Food Center. The minced pork stall is just beside the coffee and the roasted meat. There's still a bunch of things being served here, like there's some Chinese stall. I think they serve some dumplings and some Chinese desserts as well. There are 2 queuing lines here. On the right, you will take your order with the other staff. Pick your noodle, which noodle you want. I pick Mee Pok. Once you give in your order, then you move to the left line, the waiting line for the food. Look at this busy kitchen. Like the owner chef is just doing an amazing thing here. He makes fresh noodles from scratch and cooks them in a big pot of boiling water. There's 4 types of bowls here with different sauces. There's like a black sauce which looks like a soy type of sauce. He puts it in a bowl with chili, I think, and then a bowl with large pieces in there. Then the last bowl I think is like type of vinegar to balance out the heaviness, the oiliness of the dish. He puts in the noodles just in time. QQ bouncy noodles. Transfer it to the serving bowl. Really Instagrammable. So I got a big bowl here. $10. It's the biggest bowl. And other staff arranges everything. Minced pork, the pork pieces in there, the dumpling. Alright, so after around 30 to 45 minutes of wait, the Bak Chor Mee is here. I'm gonna try the soup first. Don't want it to get cold. I think it's got seaweed and pork pieces in there. It looks so good with spring onions. Let's try. Oh wow. Oh, this is so good. This reminds me of a clearer type of miso soup because it's really packed with umami flavor, with just the right amount of porkiness and saltiness. And I love the crunch on the green onions in there. Onto the noodles. I picked Mee Pok, which is a flat type of noodle. It's one of my favorite type of noodles here in Singapore. It's really bouncy and chewy, very cute. We got here minced pork meatballs, sliced liver, pork dumplings. Looks like the wrapper is freshly made as well. And we have here the pork strips, but this one is unique. Whenever I eat minced pork noodles, I don't usually see this. I think this is a type of fish that has been fried. I can see some lard pieces in there. Look at that. It's golden and it looks so glorious. Let's try the noodles first. Oh wow, this is perfectly cooked. So good, really chewy and bouncy. Just the perfect texture. Look at the thin cut on the liver. Oh wow. The doneness is just right, melts in your mouth. Let's try the pork strip here. So everything is like boiled to a point that they want to make everything soft. Now the dumplings. Oh wow, the wrapper. I immediately can tell that it's freshly made, slippery, like it just melts in your mouth, and the porky filling in there. Wow, that's really good. Now onto the meatball. It's quite small, but it looks dense. Oh yeah, we gotta chase it with the lard. Oh yeah, and the most unique ingredient here that I haven't tried before is this fish. Very crispy. Chase it with the noodles. I'm about to finish this bowl. I'm really loving the blend of the sauces. I love the softness of the meat and the liver. Really good. And the spiciness is just right. So if you want to make it spicier, you can always add chilies, which I'm gonna do right now. So let's add a few pieces here. Dunk it into my bowl. Just a few pieces. I'm the type of person who loves savory food and giving it contrast by using vinegar. That's why I love Mee Pok, a good contrast of flavors. So there has been talks online that this is quite expensive for a bowl. It started at $5, I think, and now the cheapest bowl is $6. Most locals would pay like $10, $20 for a ramen bowl. Why not Bak Chor Mee? Why not the local minced pork noodles? I mean, you can pay more for better quality ingredients. So I get why they're comparing minced pork noodles with ramen, because ramen is mostly made with pork stock as well and topped with char siu, which is again pork. They have different techniques in making each bowls, but I think that this can be the local ramen. Minced pork lovers claim this to be deserving as a national dish of Singapore, and I get why. There's a lot of locals who really love Bak Chor Mee. I've had a few bowls of minced pork noodles from different areas here in Singapore, and I can say that this is one of the best Bak Chor Mee bowls I've ever had here in Singapore so far. To me, the cook on the noodles is really important. You need a lot of experience, like years of experience, to perfect the timing, the right doneness, texture of the noodles. I chose Mee Pok because I feel like it really hugs the sauces really nicely. So number one is noodles. Second is the sauce. The mix of the sauces that he used, there's chili sauce, vinegar, some type of soy, as well as the oil with the lard pieces. Mix it all with the noodles. It's just a filling and hearty, comforting bowl of dry noodles to go with a bowl of soup. It's really good. For $10, will I buy this again? Yes, but will I come here again? Maybe not anytime soon because there's long queue of people. There's a lot of orders from the outside doing tapa or grab food. There's definitely a lot of options for Mee Pok, for Bak Chor Mee, Minced Pork Noodles, anywhere in Singapore. I think that they deserve the Michelin star. They've been around for so long, and the consistency, I believe, is why they were awarded the 1 Michelin star. I salute the chef for that. I salute the cook for that, because it's not easy to run a hawker stall or a coffee shop, any types of food business, especially maintain the quality and the freshness on the ingredients. Will I recommend this? Yes. But if you're not that patient in lining up, maybe you can still support the Bak Chor Mee stalls in your neighborhood. But yeah, this is Hill Street Tai Hwa Pork Noodle. I hope you like this review. If you want me to review more Michelin-starred stalls, coffee shops, or restaurants in the future, let me know in the description box below. And I'll see you on the next video.